Yes.
I have to go and grab my backpack. This nigger is getting in my face.
So would you like to get
I would.
Okay, let's
Away
get
from
your
this nigger.
Let's get your ID.
See this nigger? See what he's doing? He's intimidating. Can I get in here? Fucking aggressive nigger. That's fucking. Shut up, nigger. No weapons.
Sir, I'm going to take this.
This is me.
I'm not taking it. I'm going to put it right here until you get your stuff, okay? Go ahead.
This is the hard part, man. When I call you a nigger to your face, and you got to act like a white man and detain yourself. Nigger. This is hard for you, Your low IQ wants to fucking attack you, doesn't it? Over a fucking word, nigger. Doesn't it? Yeah, it does. You are a fucking science experiment from the Jew. You're all free to leave. Have a good day. All right, Officer Testosterone, Spick, Mystery Meat Hybrid. All right, nigger. See you later. Yeah, shut up, nigger. Shut up, nigger. No one cares about your fucking gay opinion.
Shalom, Mr. Brother Azan Ha Ahmath back at you with another lesson. I pray this lesson was edifying to the lambs of Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem or Kahakwadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do it well. When we say that the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of, now you understand why. And if you need to take a deep breath and gain your composure after listening to that vile mouth, all right, seed of Satan, this is the accuser of the brotherhood, the slanderer that he is. And my blood was boiling when I saw this, just like you probably, because I'm sure that this devil couldn't bust a grape. But he knows that the power, even with a police officer, is not in our hands. We're behind enemy lines, and this is their heaven. And we know that this particular nation is as prideful as an eagle that flies. And how long have we seen the nasty spirit of these ungodly people? You know, and I give it to the brother. He held on, he kept his cool. And what we want to show you in this epistle is that Esau, Edom, is a natural-born killer, a murderer from the beginning. All right, read about Doeg the Edomite. Then you may begin to really understand why the Lord has to blot them out. These people can't inherit the kingdom of heaven, which is why he's going to serve the seed of Jacob and then be destroyed. Because this particular nation has always sought blood for the so-called black man. We know the history of what they done to the Native Americans of the 12 tribes. And right now in this present day, ICE is proving that the so-called Hispanics of the 12 tribes are hated just like the so-called black man. We haven't forgotten that this Constitution of America said that we were 3/5 of a man in 1787. And what's really changed? Nothing. When you hear a beastly, base man speak to an Israelite man like that, while his co-workers sat back and said nothing, reminds us that we're in prison, reminds us that we're still under the curses, because the nation of Edom heaps all nations to themselves, and blood follows after them. Blood has been spilled on their behalf. Trails of tears poured out by Gad and Reuben. When you go into the scriptures in the beginning, the death of a devout man, Abel, came by the blood of Cain. And Cain had no explanation for why he slew Abel. It was just in him. It was just in his spirit. And that's what we saw with this pink, pompous Peckerwood, so-called white boy who's an Edomite. Okay, a person who suffers from the curse of leprosy. It's in his spirit to be against you. A beloved prophet of the Heavenly Fathers, Habakkuk, told you that the soul in him was lifted up and it's not upright in him, and that he's a proud man who desires hell and death, and that this man, Esau, Edom, and the Edomites cannot be satisfied. See, we go to the context of what the Lord has set up to be righteous and unrighteous. Their spirit is programmed to hate you, which is why racism will never stop, which is why the power in the heavens, who the world calls God, hates them just as well. Romans 9:13 literally says, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Now this is the book of Psalms 69:4. They that hate me without a cause are more than the hairs of my head. They that would destroy me, being my enemies wrongfully, are mighty. Then I restored that which I cannot take away. They hate us without a cause. Let that sink in. The brother is standing there quietly, trying to perform his duty as an officer, his so-called sworn duty, as he has to endure this. But on the flip side, we can pull up about 1,000 videos of Israelites getting tossed up by Edomite police officers, abused, tortured, killed. So what you just witnessed is nothing new to us. It's nothing new to you, right? Because some of us, even some women, have had encounters with law enforcement. I've had guns drawn out on me twice by Edomite police officers. My brother was murdered by LAPD. I've shared my story before. And we're tired. But the satisfaction that we have as a body is that we know the end. And they don't. That Esau is the end of this world. And the brother that he cussed out, Jacob, is the beginning that follows. I'm sure every brother that listens to this epistle has experienced racism on some level, prejudice on some level. And ask yourself, what's the explanation for a man to have so much hate in his heart? Esau has always been an enemy ever since he was in the womb of Rebekah, where they both struggled. The hate in that devil's voice derived from the inception of Rebekah's bowels. It was from the beginning, born enemies. The Lord set this up like that. That's why you're always going to have issues with this nation. They will never look at you as an equal. Because the book of Amos, the 3rd chapter, says we are above all people on the face of the earth. Not to mention the fact that the elder should serve the younger. This is Genesis 25:22. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. All right, 2 nations. Edom, who sold their birthright, which is why the Edomite nation is still pissed. And the chosen line, the Israelites, the 12 tribes, the patriarchs of the new world, the 144,000 judges, which are 2 manners of people. That's the point. A righteous people and an unrighteous people. And you just heard who's unrighteous. And if the God that sits in the heavens, Yahweh, says he's sending his son to deliver us from our enemies, these are the people he's referring to. And I'm sure the brother wanted to break him in half, but he stood there bold like we are in the face of our enemies, in the face of our oppressors. You see, he's just getting it on the law enforcement side. We get it when we go out on these highways and byways. You devils are relentless, all right? Which is why we know we're prisoners. We're in prison in a place called the Divided States of America. How could we be in unity with a born opposition? And Trump declared that this is the new golden era. This is what it's going to look like, where America will be great again. And let me tell you something. He alone has instilled a sense of restoration of white power to the average Edomite American. That pride that Biden stripped from you, they feel they have it back. But the Lord has all you devils in the trick bag, because the division is sent from him. And this is an example showing you that us and them have never been united. Read Deuteronomy 32 and 8 and verse 9 and see why. Okay, but this is the book of Luke 12 and 51. It reads, suppose ye that I come and give peace on earth. I tell you nay, but rather division. See, the Lord is bringing division because this land was established by violence and denigration and injustice, racism, right? Unrighteous decrees on all levels. And this just proves that you jakes that think you're going to get into that corporate world, you got a monkey suit on and a tie. You believe that you made it. How many times are they going to prove to you, even a police officer isn't respected, proving to you, no matter what in their eyes, you're still a nigga. You heard how that damn devil was talking to him. And that scenario is an example how the class wars are going to start, the race wars. All right, the beginning of sorrows to come. But when it's all over, the prophecy of Obadiah, that's about to come to pass, which is why we can't wait. We rubbing our hands together, waiting for Yahweh Shai to come back and restore that power unto us. The same way you feel about DJ Trump, you see, because the oppression of the Israelites felt will be put on our oppressors, selling their sons and daughters on blocks. There will be a recompense for every evil deed they've committed against the apple of the Lord's eye. This is the book of Joel 3 and 7. Behold, I will raise them up out of the place whither you have sold them, and I will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians and to the people far off. For the Lord hath spoken it. Yeah, the Lord hath spoken it. See, we have the pleasure in what you would call the last laugh. And that pride that we just heard from that devil. He can laugh now on all the rest of you and say offensive words to us. We can take it. We've taken it all this time. The Lord told us that we would endure harsh language and that we would be called bywords. And as I think about it, the brother got a beard. The brother may know the truth, which is why he was smiling, because he may know what's coming for this devil of the Edomite nation, that they're going to serve Jacob, which is the beauty of this mystery. So I know this was a hard one to listen to, but continue to endure all things. I hope this lesson was edifying to the body of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. This is the brother Azan Ha Ahmath. We got next. Kwam Yasharala. Wa Ba Babul. Shalom.